pips. So what is pips? How do you make money from pips? Let's get it. Now, the normal name for pips, okay, pips is short for percentage in point, or otherwise price interest point. Don't even think about trading until you are comfortable with knowing the pip values and how to calculate your profits and losses within pips. It represents a tiny measure of the change in a currency pair in the Forex market. So this is how you calculate how much profit you're going to be making. Okay, you calculate it first from pips into whatever currency amount it is. A pip is a standardized unit and is the smallest amount by which a currency quote can change. A pip is usually the last decimal place of a price quote. Most pairs go out to 4 decimal places. But there are some expectations, like the Japanese yen pairs, they go out to 2. Here's an example. Euro USD. Now obviously your Euro is your base currency and your USD is your counter currency. This is just a random price, 1.1251. As you can see, there is 4 units after the decimal point. These are pips. This whole number is pips. Each one represents pips. So for the last digit, the 4th one, okay, 1, that is 1 pip. If we look at the 5, it is 51 pips. 251 pips. 1,251 pips. 11,251 pips. So if the price increases from 1.1251 on Euro USD till 1.1252, that is a 1 pip difference. That is a 1 pip move. Even if it decreases 1.1251 down to 1.1250, that is still a 1 pip move. Just the opposite side. Remember, in trading you can buy and sell. Then you get your Japanese yen pairs, where it's only considered two units after the decimal. So in this example, USD is your base, while the Japanese yen is your counter currency. This is a random price again, 123.31. Okay, it will be along the lines of this. Now that 1 is a pip. 31 pips, 331 pips, 2,331 pips, 12,331 pips. If it moves from 123.31 to 123.32, that is a 1 pip. If it moves from 123.31 to 123.41, that is 10 pips. That is how pips work. Now, you might look on platforms such as tradingview.com and then you'll be like, no, but wait, tradingview.com has 5 units, after the decimal on normal pairs, and then 3 units after the decimal point on JPY pairs. Why are you lying to us? No. Okay, some platforms and some brokers offer pricing in what's called pipettes, or otherwise known as fractional pips, or also known as points. That if on a normal pair it is 5 units after the decimal, that last digit is called a fractional pip. Now we don't use that because it doesn't make much of a difference on price, so we just ignore it. All right. So, like I said, some brokers quote a currency pair beyond the normal, 4 units of a currency pair and beyond the 2 units of JPY pairs. 3 names for it: pipette, fractional pip, points. Okay. It's the 5th unit of, normal pairs, and then the 3rd unit of JPY pairs. So, same example, Euro USD, with Euro being the base currency, USD being the counter currency. Random price 1.1251, but as you can see, there's an extra 1 included. That 5th unit is known as a fractional pip. You can either call it fractional pip, point, or pipette. Okay, I call it a fractional pip or point. So if it moves from 1.12511 to 1.12512, that is 1 point. It's a 1 point move. It's a 0.1 pip move. But if it moves from 1.12511 to 1.12521, that is a 10 point move, but it is a 1 pip move. Don't get it confused. A lot of traders say, "Oh no, we made 1,000 pips," when in actual fact they made 100 pips. They just wanted to sound big. They made 1,000 points. So always exclude the last digits because we're working in pips. So for the JPY, same example: USD JPY, USD being the base, JPY being the counter. 123.31. Added another one. That is a fractional pip. Moves from 123.311 to 1.23.312. That is 1 point. 311 to 321. 10 points, but 1 pip. 311 to 411. That is 10 pips. 100 points. All right, that is how it works. Here's a little pip map to help you. Okay, so as you can see, it is 1.15279. There's 5 units. So this is including the fractional pip. So it's actually working in points, but we are calculating it to pips. So if you're including the last digit, it is 0.9 pips. But just ignore it. So the 7 is 7 pips. So if the price moved from 1.15279 to 1.15289, that is a 1 pip move. Okay, it is 10 points. The 2 is 20 pips, 500 pips, 1,000 pips, 10,000 pips. That is how it works. Here is an example on tradingview.com. So as you can see, okay, the price is currently fluctuating, but 1.13495 is the current price. So let's say we placed a buy. I'm going to just place this to have a decent price, a set price, sorry. So let's say the set price now, 1.13487. Can you see tradingview.com is including the fractional pip, the last digit. So we just ignore it. So let's say we placed a buy and price increased to over here. Let me put another line. Let's say there. So price increased from 1.1348, excluding the 7 points, okay, to 1.1420, excluding the 2 points. So look, you can, if you don't know it out of your head, you can use your calculator, to see how many pips were made or how many pips it moved. Or, tradingview.com is very nice. It offers this tool where it will show you the amount of pips. So just from there to there, it's about 71 pips. You see the 0.5 is including the fractional pips. That's why we don't, with me, let's say like now 7.15, anything from 0.5 upwards, I will turn it over. So it's basically 72 pips that if I bought at 1.13487, if I bought there and it increased and I closed it at 1.1420, then I made 72 pips. So as you can see, that's tradingview.com on a normal currency pair. Let's have a look at a Japanese yen pair. Let's see, USD JPY. Yeah, let's go for USD JPY. So let's say for USD JPY, as you can see, the current price is 1.14.26. Okay, I'm just going to put a line. Let's say the current price is there, 1.14.265. Okay, let's say it decreased. Let's say we sold, and the price carried on going down to here, okay, to 113.607. As you can see, TradingView.com has 3 decimals after the point, so they're including the fractional pip. So now, let's say you want to, I just use this tool, and then you can see that that is a 64 pip move. Like I said, it's 0.6 now, so I'll run it over to 65 pips. That is what pips are and how you calculate pips, etc.